I think when we look to emerging markets in 2017, rather like the beginning of 2016, we have to work through this wall of worry about US interest rates and indeed the strength of the dollar, and once more about China. And in our opinion, these concerns are perhaps still overdone like they were last year. We see very clear evidence when we're looking at emerging markets in 2017 that there is a continuing economic recovery coming through, led by some of the countries which were hardest hit in the downturn from post-2013 and the taper tantrum, if you will. And as that feeds through, we're also seeing across the board margins turn around, led by commodity improvement, but also by expansion of operating margins as companies are taking costs out. So there's a very strong fundamental story going on with regard to emerging markets in terms of improving economic conditions and indeed improving earnings. The concern that people have is that the policies that President Trump might pursue might be the catalyst for higher rates, a stronger dollar, which is a headwind for emerging markets. And by pursuing more protectionist measures, you have a further problem for emerging market economies as they face trade barriers and the like, which impinges upon economic growth. Our view on those two issues is that they're overdone. If we look at President Trump's policies, they are very much about delivering economic growth and to improve economic growth prospects in the US. A stronger dollar is not in their interests, and ultimately neither is protectionism, as it is both in anti-growth and indeed inflationary. So our view is that as the market works through these various issues, people will begin to refocus again once more on the opportunities in emerging markets. And as I said earlier on, that ultimately comes down to improving macro fundamentals and indeed the micro fundamentals at the corporate level, which together with the very cheap valuations of emerging markets versus developed markets, we think makes this asset class still look very attractive for 2017.